Storyline is a tool created by Nightlab that is for telling stories that take place over time and involve numbers. So this is an example of what it creates. So we always get time along the x-axis. We get some number along the y-axis, right? So here this is income, but it could be anything. It could be unemployment. It can be any number that you decide, and then we attach these cards to different dates, and it's very easy to create. If you come down to make a storyline, this is going to walk you through it, and I'm also going to show you how to use it right now. So the first thing we do is we create a Google Sheet. Okay, has to be in Google, can't be in Excel. And we're going to give it a few different columns. It actually doesn't matter what we call these columns, but we're going to have a date column. We're going to have one column that has numbers in it. Okay, so here I'm kind of making an imaginary number of trips to the moon graph, but this is where you would put gross domestic product or unemployment rate or any kind of number you want to discuss over time. This is the title of the card. Okay, so when we look at this example, this is the title right here. And then you also have kind of a text section or a description, and that is what goes right here. Okay, so I've made my spreadsheet. The next thing I'm going to do is file, publish to the web. Okay, I've already published this one, but you'll have a button here that says publish. Click it. And then it's going to say, are you sure? And you'll say yes. And then we get out of this and we copy the URL to our spreadsheet. So this is really important. When you click publish, it will give you a URL in that dialog box. We want the URL out of the browser's address bar. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right here and load. I'm now going to get options, and it's going to ask me which column has what information in it. So where is the date time information? Well, which column is it in? That's in my date column. And then we're going to tell it how is my date formatted. So I just gave it years, so I would select this. But if your story is oriented around specific days, you can use any of these formats, and you'll want to come in and make sure so that when you're entering text in your date column, it needs to be in exactly this format. So year, 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 hyphen, month, month, hyphen, day, day. Okay, so I'm going to tell it that I just used years. So which column has your data? This is your numeric data. So mine is trips to the moon, and this is how that axis should be labeled. So I'm going to label it trips to the moon. Which column has the card titles? It's my title column. And which column has the card text? It's my text column. And then how do I want to display the date? You can pick however you want it to look. And here is my storyline. Okay. So obviously I didn't write good content here, and you would. Now, just like a YouTube video or anything else, I'm just going to grab my embed code, copy it, and then paste it into my HTML. So if we're working in Bootstrap, into a column, and that's it, really simple.